Hey guys, Lumus TCG here. Got another deck profile for you all today from my good friend Shadow of Laughter with his DexDorugoramon purple variant that he's planning on taking to regionals. So any tips, help, or advice, any changes you could recommend, please leave in the comments below. But for now, let's get into the deck profile.
Hi, so this is my DexDorugoramon deck list for regionals. We have gone with the purple variant, so we're running the BT17 Baumons. This just allows us to digivolve from our trash, from what's already in there, once we tuck our Tamer underneath of our stacks. Best way of doing that, the Lugumons from BT14. Being able to tuck our AGs underneath at the start of main and gaining a memory usually gives us plenty of memory to go off of our effects and get into our eggs, get our egg effects to digivolve into our Dorugramons from trash, and just gives us loads of advantage against our opponent. 2 Ukumons from BT16. Ideally this would be a 3, but we are maybe doing a team event at the regionals we're going to, and one of the other members of the team is going to be running Ukumon, so we're both running at 2 for the rulings around the team event. And then I have chosen to go with 3 Dorumons from BT17 as my last rookies. This is only to get extra reboot inheritables. I don't run the coast case, so the when attacking never comes up. I'm hard committing to the cost of 1 for digivolving. This is just to be able to get extra reboot inheritables and be able to reboot on my opponent's turn.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, that way you never miss a thing.
The best level 4 in the deck, Digimon. Being able to draw trash, have collision, and then give the start of main taunt to your opponent's Digimon. Just put your opponent in really bad situations all the time, and just allows you to really work up your stack quite quickly and build your trash as quickly as you want to build it. Then we've got 3 of the Dex variant. You don't really need that many of this. Once you get the 1 in trash, most of the time, it usually does you the rest of the game. Again, has the really nice reboot inheritable to get your stack on suspend on your opponent's turn to block when you need to. And then it can also pop low cost things like floodgates and Ukumons, all the nice things like that. And then to round off level 4s, we've got 2 Tyrannomons for searchers and extra blockers. These aren't the best level 4 in the deck, but for their search capability of being able to grab a Tamer as well as a Digimon, and then also fill up your trash, it's actually really, really good for the deck. Then the absolute best level 5, the BT16 Dorugramon. This has the all turns of when you have the Tamer with the SOC trait underneath the stack, and the attack target is switched, either from the collision or from blocking. You get to digivolve for free, so this can either go into your Dex variant or either of your 2 level 6s from hand for free on either turn. And this is usually the core card of the deck that's getting you into your level 6s and just ruining your opponent's day, really. The inheritable is also very good for playing cards back from the trash, either your Tamers or other Digimon. Then you've got 2 of the Dex version. Again, you don't need this. You don't need this very often in your line. It's nice to have it there for the protection from the trash to digivolve, but you're not really wanting it all that often. So 2 copies is pretty fine. The best part about this card is the end of attack effect, allowing you to delete one of your Digimon, and then delete one of your opponent's Digimon of equal or lower level. It's basically, you can use it to get into your higher Dex variants, or you can use it to just spawn new bodies with the other Dorugray's inherited effect, and just go for more swings. And then I'm running the BT7 Dorugramon as a 1 of, for the, obviously it's limited to 1. It's got the security attack +1 inheritable. The main effect, the when digivolving, can be pretty nice for stacking extra DP underneath with the Dorugramons. And then obviously against like yellow decks like Shine or Armor Vaccine can't be DP reduced, so it can be very, very good against them. Then the main level 6 of the deck, Dorugoramon. You want this at 4 copies. The when Digivolving effect of if you have a Tamer in the line with the SOC trait, you pop an unsuspended Digimon or Tamer. This is how you get rid of your problematic Tamers on your opponent's side most of the time, or even their Digimon as well. So, like Digimon Emperors, Memory Setters, all that kind of thing, just pop away at it, and your opponent can't really do anything about it. And then all turns when another Digimon is deleted, you unsuspend, so you can either block more times, or you can attack more times with your Alliance Inheritables. That's pretty good. And then you've got 3 copies of the DexDorugoramon. Again, you don't really need to play as many copies of the Dex variants as the normal variants. You kind of can do with just 1 in trash once it gets in there, but it's always nice to have a backup. Always nice to see it for consistency. This is really, really good whenever you Digivolve into it. If you de-Digivolve 3, and then if it has the Dorugoramon, you can delete everything, or if it's Digivolving from trash. And that has the same all turns on suspend when another one's deleted. So this and your other Dorugoramon is the main aggressors of the deck. You can do quite a nice number of checks to your opponent's security, and also just block loads of times your opponent's Digimon. So usually they have to swing like 3 or 4 times to try and do a security damage. And then the last Digimon of the deck, Ruin Mode. It's Ruin Mode. He's amazing. He stops your opponent from playing for a turn or 2. He recovers, he hatches, just completely ruins the day of like decks like Imperial Dramon and things like that. They just can't play their Digimon. So it can really slow down other decks if you get this guy on board early enough. And he kind of just confirms games. Essentially, you just get them down to like 1 or no security, and then you just go Ruin Mode on top, and they can't really answer it most of the time. For Tamers, we've got 3 of the BT17 AG. So this is the start of main phase, gain a memory if your opponent has a Digimon one. Honestly, it's better for the play cost 3. Some people run 3 of the memory setter instead, and just this guy at 2. But for playing it out for cheaper, and plus it stacks obviously the memory gain if you have multiple out, whereas memory setters don't. So that's why I just choose to play this at more copies. And then I've got 2 of the memory setter. Again, memory setting doesn't stack, and higher play cost, so it's just better to have more of the other one, I think. So yeah, I play it at that ratio. Then the best purple Tamer, not even purple, Analog Youth, 3 copies. He's just great searching, gets your decks in trash where you want them, get your other Digimon to your hand, get your Tamers in trash, gets everything you want in trash, and then obviously he can gain you memory and hatch you eggs and do memory shenanigans. He is just the best. And then 2 copies of Digimon Emperor. This is really, really, really strong. Even with the Ukamon being limited, he is still very strong in today's format. He just stops certain decks from running. Like if you have to raise on a rookie, or very much like to for all your plays, he just stops it, he turns it off. If you have 2 of these out on board, even if they have a memory setter, it's just like your turn just doesn't happen, or you just lose out on your eggs. I honestly feel like until such times as this card is like limited, I think we'll keep seeing this pop up in the top decks. And then finally, I'm running 2 copies of Yuji as a tech choice. So this is basically to obfuscate Digimon Emperors, get extra memory, extra draws at the start of main, whenever you raise any of your Lugas or Dorus, because they're all ex-antibody traits. And then you can actually do really, really fun things when you attack as well, because you can tuck a source by tapping it. So you can either, like, if you're like swinging with your Dorugoramon and you need to go like straight into the deck's Dorugoramon, you can actually tap Yuji to tuck the Dorugoramon underneath, and you can get the full effect of the DexDorugoramon. Or if you're having to swing early enough, if you need to get the Dex version's in trash and you don't really have a good way of doing that, you can just tap the UG, tuck the Dex version underneath, and then when it dies, I'll just go in trash, or if it gets bottom decked or anything like that. So yeah, UG is working out very, very well for me against things like Digimon Emperor in that way, and I'm very happy I put him in the deck. On to option cards. I'm running one Calling. This is pretty much an emissary in this deck. Essentially what you can do is you can target your normal variant of the Daruga line, and then you can use the Dex and Trash to protect it, and then complete the Calling effect to add back 2. So you get, essentially you go plus cards in hand from a Digivolve, you're popping things, you're de-Digivolving stuff, it's essentially an emissary for this deck. I think this is disastrously strong card. This is pretty much the best option card in the deck. It can trigger the unsuspends of all your level 6s. It's just really, really strong. Then we've got the one of Protoform. This can help you get into your level 5s and your level 6s for cheaper, and also give you extra security late game if your opponent's just been able to really rush you down early game. And then if you're able to just keep stacking this under and recycling it back from your security from them hitting it, it just gives you endless value, as long as it's not trashed or like trashed from deck with an analog youth. It's really, really good. We're running Metal Impulse as a removal card. So against decks where they're unaffected by Digimon effects like Tyrant, this card is very, very good for de-Digivolving that down and then popping a level 4. It can also be very, very good for getting your trash filled again if someone's like Paladin mode you and like bottom decked everything, because you can trash up to 3 cards from your hand, you can get all your decks back in trash, you can get all your like Tamers back in trash. It's very, very good for emptying your hand, filling up your trash again, and just good removal. We've got 2 copies of the Demon Wolf, the Castle 9 Wolves from BT17. It's a good search for the deck, as well as being basically a pseudo scramble card, because you're being able to play back an SOC trait card delay and reduce it by 2. This has saved me games whenever they've kind of just cleared me, and I've been able to play back a Dorugamon from trash, and then just work my line back up from there, and put them in a bad situation again. So this is pretty much a scramble in the deck until we get scrambles.
So guys, that was Adam's DexDorugoramon deck list, purple variant. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. Next week I'll have my friend Trevor on with his Ancient Garurumon deck list that he plans to take to regionals. Once again, any advice you got, anything for this deck list, please put in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next week with Ancient Garurumon. Till then.